Welcome back to Birmingham. The Alabama Crimson Tide singing, "Where is our team?" They had a bye in the first rotation, but they will be performing the vault in the second rotation. Of course, you see Arkansas will be on bars, Georgia on the beam, and Florida on the floor. But this is Melanie Banville, the former Canadian Olympian, an all-around finalist, Lori, in the Athens Olympics. She performs the vault.
Strong vaulter, scored out of a 10. Yurchenko layout full, beautiful landing. You know, it's truly amazing. Melanie was struggling on this event during training yesterday. Her ankle was obviously hurting her. She was limping, but she pulled it together amazingly to start off big for the Tide. Good strong block, full twist in the laid out position. She really looks for that landing and disciplines her body position, bending the knees and getting the arms into position. Strong score. And what a great feeling, a 9.8 in front of the home crowd here in Birmingham. How about Kelsey Ericksen now, the junior from Cincinnati, Ohio. What a great all-around competitor she is. Up for the all-around title here on balance beam. In the best shape of her career this year, and it's showing. She's been consistent and strong in the all-around. She leads this Georgia team off. Back handspring layout. Georgia's lost a few championships because they led with freshmen. Athletes with inexperience. Kelsey is a seasoned veteran who always competes with mental toughness. Probably a good choice to start this rotation off. Four events are being competed on at the same time, so you do hear that floor music in the background. It can be distracting, along with the sudden bursts of cheers from the fans here. So that means that it's even more important to stay focused, especially on this event beam. She finished 6th in the all-around last year, trying to improve on that mark this year. Well, gainer full, a solid start-off performance for Georgia. And keep in mind that in the final rotation, Georgia will be sitting out on a bye, and that's why they want to start out so strong and pull ahead, so the pressure's on the teams like Alabama, Florida, and LSU, who will be competing in that final rotation. Kelsey started off with big difficulty, a front tuck, and she connects it to the wolf jump right here. She gets combination bonus as well as difficulty bonus. So a 9.850, and here's Brittany Magee. Top vault score, as you see, a 9.950. She can compete with the best on this event, but she must have a clean, stuck landing. Yurchenko full. She does put that foot back. That's a 1/10 deduction. Still manages a 9.775 for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Must be a lot of pressure in front of the home crowd at a meet of this magnitude, Lori. There's always intense pressure at a competition like this, but Brittany looks like she's having fun and relaxed. And over to another freshman. We saw her perform earlier on the uneven bars. Now, the #1 ranked all-arounder in the country on the beam, Courtney Kupets. Courtney's tied for first in the nation on beam right now, opening with a back handspring layout. You can hear the rhythm and the aggressiveness as she tumbles down that 4-inch wide beam. She attacks it. She knows she's going to hit those skills. Front tuck to a wolf jump. Again, the difficulty and combination bonus. Nice changes in rhythm throughout this routine, going from the sharp arm movements into the soft, more fluid elements. Switch leap to a gainer layout. Her back leg was a little bit out on that switch leap, but somehow she recovers a pretty good landing. It strikes me how they can flip over the beam without losing balance and continue with the perfect routine. It's incredible. This routine is packed with difficulty right to the end there. A double back dismount out of a tumble series, 2 back handsprings into it. You know, Courtney struggled with an Achilles tendon injury earlier this year. At the Alabama meet, she did water down her dismount to the gainer full, but now, here in the most crucial part of the season, she's added the difficulty back. There's the tumble series, back handspring layout, layout. Again, she knows exactly where she is at all times on this event.
There it is, 9.875. And that'll help the Gym Dogs overall score with Katie Heenan coming up. She won the all-around last year as well as the balance beam. And you know what Ashley Miles can do. The three-time All-American is next when we come back. Championships and the fabulous freshman Corey Hartung looking to help her Florida Gators to its first SEC title since 1989.
Courtney opens with a triple twist, fully completed, nice job. Corey's club coach really emphasized the importance of ballet training, and it's very apparent in her elegant and unique style. The best events are beam and floor, which are perfect to showcase her flexibility and beautiful lines. Usually most athletes who are so flexible are a little bit slower twitched. And twisting elements work a little bit better for the slower twitched athlete. You see a whip to an immediate 2.5 twist, another twisting skill.
It looks effortless. She flips backwards, it looks effortless.
That's what makes this routine and this athlete so impressive. She really does float through even the most difficult skills. Why so many spectators don't really understand the sport. The athletes really make it look easy, but they have put hours and years of training just to get to this level. Final pass, a Rudy. Quite often we see her do a front double twist. She watered down just a little bit there, maybe a last-minute decision, and a smart decision. 3 strong tumbling passes on her feet. That will be a big score for the Gators.
Let's see what the 4 judges have in order for Corey Hartung.
Opening pass was a triple twist. Second pass was a 2.5 twist. What makes it even more difficult is the element before it, the whip back. It's like a back handspring with no hands. It gives her combination bonus.
So after dropping the high score and the low score, the average of the 2 in between is a 9.9 for the freshman from Florida. And how about Katie Heenan? We all know what she did last year at the SEC Gymnastics Championships. Lori, you were there. Tell us what happened.
What an amazing performance from just a freshman. Final event for Georgia. The SEC title was on the line, and she anchored with this amazing routine. Double twist, nails the landing. The score was just enough. Georgia wins their 2nd in a row, their 14th SEC title.
Well, in our meetings leading up, Suzanne kept telling us that the meet's not over till Katie dismounts the beam. And you know, when she said that at first, it hit me, and then it kind of like pushed aside because we had, you know, floor and vault and bars all to do before then. But then when it came down to it, it was really, you know, it really came down to my beam routine. And I guess I've been in that position. I was in that position all year long, and so I had experience. So I just tried to, you know, relax myself and just do my job, and it turned out to be great.
Yes, it certainly did turn out to be great. The beam routine for Katie won it for the Georgia Gym Dogs. Let's see what she has in store this year in the same event.
Katie's proven she's a gamer. She has a cool head and knows all about high-stakes competition. Possibly another SEC title on the line here. Back handspring layout. Georgia seen a 9.85 from Kelsey, a 9.875 from Courtney. Katie can build on those scores here, possibly break into the 9.9s. Front tuck and a big smile with that finish.
I like the little pirouette there.
It's a mandatory skill, a full turn. Suzanne had a feeling that Georgia would have this rotation order, starting on bars, moving to beam, finishing up on vault. She had them training it all week. Just a step on the landing for Katie. Now Georgia has been solid on the beam, but they've taken a few deductions on their landings in dismounts, and that could open the door just slightly.
So we'll see if the scoring will be similar to what Katie scored last year on beam in that remarkable event for Katie and the Gym Dogs.
Another impressive routine by Katie. Solid through all of her skills, just a tiny step on the landing that could have boosted her up into those 9.9s.
Meanwhile, Ashley Miles for the Alabama Crimson Tide, the senior they rely so heavily on, and she's done so much in the sport and so much for her team. Take a look at what Ashley Miles has done. The national champion in 03 and 04 on the vault, in the floor exercise in 04, and in the 2005 SEC champion in the floor exercise, the vault, and the bars. Not your prototypical gymnast, but the resume speaks for itself.
It's been everything to me. You know, I've had a hard time throughout my whole gymnastics career, not just collegiately, but even before I got here. You know, when I got to college, it was like everything just kind of, nothing mattered. It didn't matter that I was taller, didn't matter that I was different. You know, everyone just respected me for the gymnastics that I do, and I think that all the accomplishments I've had and the awards I've gotten are a reflection of that. And, you know, I'm just thankful, you know, to have that opportunity to be a role model, to, you know, have people, you know, respect me, look up to me, and just give me an opportunity to be successful in life.
Ashley's dominance on floor and vault is certainly evident, but what's even more impressive is she's competing in the all-around tonight for only the second time this season. The first time was just last week at her senior night, her final competition at Coleman Coliseum.
She got a 9.925 last year.
And will undoubtedly set the bar high in this competition on vault. Yurchenko layout full. Just take a look at the distance. The hugeness of this vault is so incredible.
Another athlete, Lori, who scored a 10 in March of last year at Oklahoma in this event.
She's ranked #1 in the country, and this is why. Huge height and distance. The vault is scored out of a 10, only a tiny hop on the landing, possibly 1/10 or a 1/2 attempt deduction.
And you said it, scored out of 10, a 9.9 for Ashley Miles, the All-American that Alabama relies so heavily on. So after 2 rotations, Georgia, the only team that has completed 2 events, is in the lead. The door is open for Florida, who leads the rest.